Hey friends, welcome to my channel. Let's get crafting. These are the supplies we're going to be using for our DIY today. All of them come from the Dollar Tree except for my Crop-A-Dile tool and the free printable that I'm going to link down below in the description box. This tool, I love it. It's one of my favorite. You can see here on the Fresby that I'm punching out 3 holes that are going to be evenly spaced across. And we're going to use it to be able to put the chain on it and to hang it up. So make sure your holes are in the right spot. Once you've got them all punched, put your chains on it and hold it up to make sure that it's nice and evenly balanced and not hanging one way more than the other. You'll know if it is, then just shift one of the holes over a little bit. Then you're going to take that free printable and you're going to simply cut it out as close as you can to the line, and then you're going to hot glue it down onto a piece of foam core board. And once you've got that glued down on there nice and tight, you're going to go and take your X-Acto knife and just trace and cut around it to pop it out to be able to have that nice clean circle. Then you're going to take it and make a second one. You're going to put it on that piece of foam core over to the side and then trace and cut that out as well. And then you're going to take 2 long tongue depressor sticks. These things you can get from the Dollar Tree. They're thicker than a regular popsicle stick, and you're going to cut it in half, place one on top of the other, and again with this Crop-A-Dile tool you're going to punch out a hole. Is this just the coolest tool ever? It even goes through popsicle sticks, things like this that are a thinner wood, which I just love. Then you're going to glue the 2 pieces together, and you're going to do that 2 times, so you'll have those 4 pieces that become 2 pieces, and you are then going to glue them onto your circle. So you're going to glue them on that backside piece first, and you're going to glue one at the top and the bottom as centered as you possibly can. You want them to be nice and straight and centered. And then you're going to take more hot glue and glue on your scale face plate. So then go ahead and just make sure it's as centered as possible, line it up, and then I actually ended up using some paper clips, or not paper clips, the ones where you can clip on to make sure you add some added pressure to make sure it's nice and glued. So I took my Fresby at this point and I spray painted it outside so that it would be a nice pretty neutral black color, and then I'm just going to take my chain and I'm going to hook it onto that bottom popsicle stick or tongue depressor stick, and I pinched my hook in place, and then I'm just going to take another chain that I had left over from another project. I have them all the time because I'm always using these chains from these planner hanger hooks, and I'm just going to break apart one of the chains so it's a little bit less. And again, these supplies all came from the Dollar Tree. So you're then going to just hook another chain and hook up at the top, and then you can see here that I have this cute little garden wood stick sign. I'm going to break off a piece of that. I liked this little stick because the end of it had a point, so I thought this would be really cute for our little meter on our scale. And I'm just going to paint that black and glue it down into place and put it right down on there. I just love how this turned out, and it was so ridiculously cheap to make, and it really can handle quite a bit of weight on it. Today is the DIY challenge where I welcome YouTubers to come and play along with me. There is a playlist that is linked down below. Go and check everyone out and see what they're doing for their projects. And if you're coming over from the playlist and you're new here to my channel, welcome. My name is Heidi Sonboul and this is my DIY channel. I love making these videos for you all. I love teaching crafts and teaching all the steps and how I make things. The supplies for this project are so simple, and I'm so excited to share this. I actually woke up one morning with this idea in my head. I swear I dreamed about it. I actually dream about a lot of my crafts when I come up with ideas, and I always joke with my husband that it was sent from heaven. So what you're going to do is you're going to take everything out of 3 exact same frames from the Dollar Tree, except for the glass. You're going to leave it in one of the frames, and you're even going to pull off the tabs on all of them except for the very last one. So you're going to keep one frame with the little tabs, and you're going to keep one separate frame with the glass. Now the trick is you don't want to take the glass out. You're actually going to glue it down gently in the corners into the frame. So this is the very first one with the glass in it that you can see here. And I just put some hot glue in each little corner, and then I'm going around the back side of the frame with some E6000 and some hot glue for that long-term, short-term hold. And then I'm going to stack one of the frames, the second one that doesn't have any glass and it doesn't have any of those little tabs on it on the back side. You're going to glue it right on top, and you can see here that it is nice and straight as best as you can. And then you're going to move on to the third one. Now the crazy thing about this is that we're making a shadow box. These shadow boxes can be so expensive. They can be anywhere from $20 if you use a coupon, all the way up to $30 to $50. I mean, they're just so expensive, and we're making ours today for $3. Like, I was so excited when I had this idea come to my head. So I am just now putting on the back last one, and you're going to make sure it's nice and glued all together. And if you see any excess of that E6000 dripping out, go ahead and just wipe it off, clean up the sides the best you can. At this point, you're going to take that back original piece and you're going to trace it onto a piece of foam core board so that it fits down inside your frame nicely. And then you're going to take that foam core board that you cut out and you're going to glue it onto whatever piece of scrapbook paper you would like. Now I love scrapbook paper for these kind of projects that fit on size because the paper is a little bit bigger. So this is a 12 by 12 piece of paper, and you're going to cut off any extra that you don't need. And then when you flip it over, you'll have a really pretty base to be able to put whatever you want inside your shadow box. Now I'm going to use this darling picture of my sweet little girl. I just love her to pieces. I'm going to put a little tag in here, and then I'm going to take some ballet slippers that go along with the theme of the shadow box, and I'm just going to glue everything down into place. Now I always like to check before I glue to make sure things look like they're in the right spot, and I'm just going to add a little glue on both sides of the sole of the ballet slipper and just make sure everything's nice and in place. And then once it's all done, it'll be able to fit inside that shadow box perfectly. So this at this point is just so darling. And you can see here that I took my shadow box outside. I put a piece of paper inside and just made sure it was protecting the glass so I could spray paint the frame. Now I will say you could always spray paint the frame all before you glue everything together so that you can even spray paint the inside. And I think in hindsight I might have done that differently, but this is just the steps that I did. So just be mindful of where you spray paint and make sure that you protect the glass when you do finally spray paint, if you decide to change the color of your frame. And then once everything's all together, it looks so pretty. Now you can stop here and hang it up on the wall, or you can take it a step further, which I always like to do. And since she's so girly and this is such a girly little shadow box, I'm going to add some tape and twine ribbon to the back. And now at this point you could recover the back and make it look really clean. And then I added a cute bow at the top. If you are enjoying my videos, I am so happy that you are. Don't forget to check out this one that has 35 Farmhouse Dollar Tree DIYs. I love doing Dollar Tree DIYs. I just feel that home decor should be affordable and beautiful in your homes to be able to enjoy your space. Don't forget that I also have a Heidi Sonboul home channel. I will link that down below and at the end of this video, but I would love it if you subscribe to my channels. My DIY channel all focuses on DIYs, and my home channel focuses on home decor, room remodels. I just have so much fun with these channels here on YouTube. Our next DIY is going to be using this chain. I'm taking it away from this planner wire hanger piece from the Dollar Tree, and you can see that I'm taking off these two hooks. Now what's interesting is I actually used one of these chains over in the first DIY from the scale. So these projects today are so cheap because this glass, these 2 pieces of glass, came from the shadow box. Those extra 2 pieces, I just hung on to them, and I'm going to use them to create a beautiful glass artwork. These things are so expensive. They're all the time sold on Pottery Barn, just really high-end companies. So cheap to make. I'm just creating little tabs up at the top to be able to hang it up with some ribbon, and I'm going to show you 2 different options to be able to hang it up and then also stand it up. So I'm just taking some E6000 and those little ribbons, and I'm just placing it all together. Make sure your glass is clean before you put your pressed garden pieces inside. And then at this point, you're going to see me using duct tape because, friends, I searched high and low for my electrical tape and could not find it. It was very frustrating. I even had my husband helping me look for the tape, and we both couldn't find it. So I'm just going to show you that you don't have to have electrical tape to get that black look. You could always end up using duct tape, and it has a really great hold on your piece of glass. But you also could use electrical tape because at the end I ended up having to spray paint this to get that black look, and I had to put some things over it to protect the glass. But if you have electrical tape on hand, oh, that's even better. So what you're going to do is you're just going to cut down your pieces, and you're going to line the edges of your glass, and you're going to just create that metal look around the sides. And the cool thing about this is that you could technically use washi tape too. Just make sure that you add a little extra like hot glue on the corners so that over time things don't curl up and curl away. But this is just the easiest project, and at this point it's basically free because it came from the shadow box and those extra 2 pieces of glass. How cool could this be for like a Mother's Day gift or a special person that you love, you know, birthday gift or Christmas gift? And you can put whatever you want inside that is a memory keepsake inside this glass to press it together, or you could also put it in that shadow box. So you can see here that I'm just adding the chains to the top, and this is the finished look with it hanging up. I love how this looks hanging up. I think it is so pretty. And now I'm going to show you the second idea. So you can leave it without the ribbon and the chain on it, and I'm just using some of these stacking blocks from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to glue 6 of them together flat, and then I'm going to do another 6 of them where they're standing up, and this is going to be able to allow our frame to stand up. So you can see that I've got 3 there, and I'm going to turn it, and then I'm going to go the other side and add 3 more, and make sure you get your sizing right. And then once you do, you'll be able to have a really pretty stand. Now you can paint the stand or stain the stand. I liked the natural wood look with the stand. I thought it was so nice. I hope you enjoyed my 4 projects today. If you try them, don't forget to come over and show me on Instagram and say hi to me and let me know what you're doing in your craft rooms. Thanks so much for watching this video today. Don't forget to go check out the playlist linked down below with everyone playing along to the DIY challenge. And until the next episode, bye friends.